Good morning. I am pleased to welcome you to this video. If the lesson is useful to you, please subscribe the channel for more teaching videos. Great Expectations by Charles Dickens. A novel analysis by Yogarajah Atchuthan. Outline. Historical information. Introduction to the novel and novel analysis. Historical information. This novel mainly explores the society in 19th century in Victorian England, where one social class played a role in determining his or her status in the society. The events are narrated based on the post-industrial revolution model of Victorian England. As such, the novel unfolds a number of social issues which had become serious in the society at the time. They are social status, social class, materialism, crime, psychological depression, decline of moral values, and partialities among the individuals. Introduction to the novel. The novel describes the issues at individual level as well as in the social level. The main character Pip in the novel is a good example to show how individuals were affected due to the social setup of that era. Pip, as an individual, faces a number of challenges in the novel. However, as a member in the society, Pip's attempts to overcome the life difficulties are seen as the resistance of a section of Victorian society in England at the time. Title of the novel. As far as the title of the novel is concerned, it shows the narrator as well as the protagonist Pip's ambition for his social advancements. Though his desire for an advancement is personal, his attempts for the social mobility is seen as the collective effort of the society, as it had been a social problem for a period of time. Title of the novel continues. Since the novel is centered about Pip's ambition, the end of the novel shows whether he achieves his ambition in his life. What Pip regarded as an ambition in his childhood becomes as an unwanted achievement in his life at the end of the novel. The hard and challenging journey towards his expectations does not fulfill his intended desires, his ambitions, but it taught many lessons to his personal life. However, the delay caused in learning the truth becomes a bitter part in his life, as there were nothing to compensate for the loss. Analysis of the novel. Due to the love towards the snobby as well as cold-hearted Stella, Pip's ambition is originated in the novel, and it is facilitated by the other characters as they make ways to achieve his aims. In order to impress and marry Stella, Pip wanted to have a social advancement. He needed to climb in the social ladder from lower section of the society to higher class, since Stella was portrayed as a child from a higher class family. He wanted to become a gentleman in the society. For that, he had to have education. Pip goes to London in the novel because of this motive. Therefore, education plays a key role for social mobility in the novel. Charles Dickens develops Pip's ambition for social advancement based on the romantic desire Pip invented in his heart at the beginning of the novel. However, when Pip learns that Stella is not from a higher class family, but a daughter of a convict who is lower than Pip's own social status, his ambition for the social advancement collapses. He learns many moral values, lessons. Social advancement, wealth, and class are nothing in front of affection, faithfulness, and consciousness. Pip learns this most important lesson in his life. Ironically, when Pip reaches a higher social status, he loses his happiness. However, the writer does not fail to note the happiness and the secured environment where Pip grew in his childhood as a common labor boy. Charles Dickens portrays Pip as a young man who has been psychologically depressed due to his disappointed social advancements in the later part of the novel. As Pip neglected the reality of his life and the truly loving people such as Mr. Joe and Betty at the beginning, he lost those affectionate and caring people in his life later as well. Writer shows this realization of Pip sympathetically. In this way, Charles Dickens criticizes the class system that was practiced in England in his times. He ridicules at the blindness of the people and their motives behind the advancements. Analysis continues. One's social status is not connected with one's character in any way. Social class does not determine one's qualities and attitudes in life. The novel shows the affectionate individuals from the lower social class, while members in the higher social status are portrayed as wicked and corrupted. The convict, Abel Macbeth, has been shown as a kind-hearted individual, though he has been charged for a crime. And Mr. Joe and Billy are plain, kind, and moral, though they do not represent a higher social class in the society. However, though Miss Havisham is from a higher social status, she deliberately harms and revenges other characters in the book. These examples prove the role of social class in determining one's characters at large. Also, it is notable that possibility of redemption is presented through various examples in the novel. Characters such as Miss Havisham repent for her previous behaviors, which can be mentioned as fine example for the concept of redemption. Many scholars divide ambition under three categories based on the incidents in the book. They are moral self-improvement, social self-improvement, and educational self-improvement. While moral improvement plays a central role in establishing one's character, the irrelevancy of social and educational advancements in defining one's character has been shown clearly. Consciousness is another important topic which has been dealt by the novel. The novel reveals the importance of one's self-consciousness to establish peaceful behaviors in the society. Formal system of justice is secondary for a man for an inner reconciliation. Own inner moral conscience plays a role in a matured individual. It is evident when Pip decides to save his secret benefactor from the police in the final stage. At this point, Pip acts according to his own conscience, which directed him towards justificable actions. Though the novel speaks about crime and guilt from the beginning, the concept innocent too prevails throughout the novel. Objects, people, and places signify the themes of crime and justice in the novel. As far as social class is concerned, it is treated as a superficial standard of value and a sophisticated element in one's life, since class consciousness led to misery and suffering to Pip in the novel. As such, this novel has been considered as a social criticism on the Victorian England. The writer uses techniques such as foreshadowing, symbols, imagery, irony, and paradox to communicate his themes effectively. At the beginning of the novel, the stormy weather foreshadows the challenges Pip was to encounter in his later life. The readers witness them when they are passing each chapter. At the same time, the stranger gives money to Pip, which foreshadows how Pip is funded for his advancement secretly. In the first person point of view, through the voice of Pip, Charles Dickens narrates the experiences of a child narrator. The writer is successful in telecasting the world through the eyes of a child narrator, Pip, in which a child's true emotions and feelings are accommodated well, which adds authenticity to the text. Text about the author show that the novel shows certain autobiographical elements, since the incidents Pip encounters in his life are closely associated with the author himself. The end of the novel teaches a number of moral lessons in which the author ridicules at class system in the Victorian society, England. Model question: how does the writer treat concepts, social class and wealth in the novel Great Expectations by Charles Dickens? You can have 3 sections. First, introduction, second, body, and third, conclusion. In the introduction part, you can have 3 sentences. The first sentence: paraphrase the information in the question or provide a key historical information related to the keywords in the question. Second sentence: state how the writer treats the concept in the novel in 1 sentence, your thesis statements. Third sentence in the introduction paragraph: outline what you are to write in the body part of your answer. Body of the answer: divide your paragraphs according to your points. Keep one important point in one paragraph. Write the first sentence of each paragraph relevant to the question. That sentence should be very informative as well. The other sentences in the same paragraph will carry the detailed information of what your first topic sentence carries. Use markers of sequence, results, emphasize, addition, reason, example, contrast, and comparison as much as possible in the text. For example, sequence firstly, results as a result, emphasize particularly, addition furthermore, in addition, moreover, reason since, example for example, such as, contrast however, on the other hand, comparison similarly compared to. However, always remember to be in the direction of the question in starting each paragraph. Some students collect the points for the body part before writing the answer. Some other students put a brief mind map of the answer before they start their writing. Conclusion. Write a paragraph of conclusion summarizing the points that you have used in your body parts. Use expressions such as in conclusion, in summary, in a nutshell to summarize and to conclude at the beginning of the conclusion paragraph. You can save your valuable time and earn good grades in the examination. References. Thank you.